actually forget you have autism because to me, when I talk to you, it doesn't seem like somebody with to me like it's a normal conversation. Like I don't know, just that's just me. I would say spaz, like because I tell my wife that all the time. I go stop spazzing the fuck out. Like tell my kids that. It's the word I use. So I mean, I would use that word and not be attacking you if I use that
And
word.
the
I'm just
word
saying.
doesn't even matter. It's the attempt to shut me down on my own panel to begin with. People have done it with my emotions. They've done it with my tone of voice. They use any little leverage to try to gain some control over my expression and then curtail it. And that's fine if it's your panel. I can always leave. But on my own panel, the only option I have is to remove the other person because
No,
I
no, I
am
got
not
you. I
going
got
to
you.
allow my own speech to be interfered with on my own channel. That's what people are missing in this little interaction, I think, that happened.
Okay, well, I just
He
heard
was
you
on
say
my
that about.
panel trying to stop me from talking. That alone is justification enough to get him off my panel. I don't need anything more than that. So
No,
y'all
I
can
got
have
you. I
whatever
got you. I got
additional
you.
narrative, but just the fact that he was trying to stop me from saying what I want to say on my own show was enough for me to remove him.
I got you. I got you. Got to be respectful to the host. I get.
Everybody's talking all that shit about me. Why don't they just let me live? Sorry.
All right,
Oh,
we're gonna have Abe.
baby.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hey, Abe. And there Daisy's in the back, but I need to see that she's Daisy. So can you flash your camera?
Is she hot? I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know.
That was a joke. Joke. Joke.
Jesus, Moose, ain't you fucking thirsty?
What's up, Abe?
No, I'm not thirsty, man. I'm not. I just know Daisy May from YouTube for like a year or two now, and it's like I don't think I know what she looks like. You know, like I know what most people here look like. I seen you. I seen the freak. Seen Jeff obviously. I think I've seen Abe once. I don't know about
Me?
Spike.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you
Um,
cammed up the last time you were here. But go ahead, guys, take it over.
yeah, I was
Can't
just
believe we've
saying.
been
I don't
only
know.
going
Maybe.
2 hours.
I mean, interrupt you.
No, no, go
I was.
ahead.
Oh no, that's cool. I was saying. I don't know. Maybe I missed what happened here, but I kind of pieced it together when I got back on here. But I don't know. Maybe if you guys found a neutral, different channel, and then you guys could kind of hammer out your debate on like another channel at some point in time, if that's what you wanted to do or not. But I don't
I'm
know.
not even sure what the debate is. Honestly, it seems like niggling over words. It seems like semantics more than anything.
What the fuck is
I think that's
niggling?
passive aggressive. Well, technically, I think it's not passive aggressive. It seems like such a
Yeah.
stupid. And then, oh, you just don't want to say that you're wrong.
I mean, you
I
you set
own
your.
my passive
Are you
aggressiveness.
a person though that can admit when you're wrong though? Are you a person?
Uh huh. I've done it all the time on here.
Okay, I'm just asking. These
When
are
it
questions. You
happens.
know me. I'm
But
gonna
about
ask the
this kind of
questions that
stuff,
make people
about
feel
myself
uncomfortable.
and aggression and passive aggression, especially after living in Washington State for 15 years, I'm not wrong about this part.
Dang, you've been up there 15 years and you're still here? Whoa. Rain country.
If that's not much of a debate, nobody Flo is the first person in history that's mistaken me for passive aggressive. Nobody that knows me would think I'm passive aggressive. I'm one of the most direct confrontational people that they know. And up here, the people are very passive aggressive, and I stand out like this. Like, I can't even walk into a room without triggering very passive aggression on their part because I'm so direct. So, if the debate is, am I passive aggressive, that's hardly a debate. Like, I don't even know what the opposing argument would be. But this was about a word, like how you say something. If you say, I would never call someone fat. Well, then you just called them fat by saying you're not going to call them fat, and indirectly you did. Is that considered passive aggression?
Well, I think
Is
it
that
kind
an example
in a
of the
way, I think
taxonomy?
it is. I think it is because like you would never like if you never saw Cynthia, you would never know she was a bigger girl, right? So you would never make that comment at all, because you wouldn't know what she looks like. You know what I mean? So I think
But
I don't think it's
this
like
is why I
a
think
good
it's
thing.
not, because where is the passivity of it? It's not, he's not talking about my aggression itself, which is obviously not passive. I'm being very
No,
open
Okay,
about
so
my
you're
aggression.
being assertive, right?
Passive aggressive people don't openly aggress. Like that is why they are passive about it, because they don't have the ability or the skill or the motivation to do it directly. So they do it indirect. My aggression is not being expressed indirectly. I'm not pretending to have one emotion about Cynthia, but there's an aggressive one underneath that's being expressed indirectly. I am very actively, openly transparent about my aggression towards Cynthia. So if he's talking about my aggression, if he's saying you are passive aggression, your
I think
aggression
it's
is
just a
passive,
phrase.
he would be incorrect. He's talking about my rhetoric, the way I phrase something. But that is not the aggression. The way a sentence is structured is not where the aggression is located. The aggression is the emotion. So I don't understand his argument to begin
Well,
with. It's
because it's
like,
a
oh, you said
it's
that word, that means it's like an argument that a child would use. Like, ooh, that doesn't have a more like big picture understanding of language. Like, ooh, you said a curse word. That's a bad thing. And so he's taking one phrase that I said, like the example of I would never call Cynthia fat. He's isolating that phrase and he's saying, look, that's an example of somebody pretending they wouldn't be aggressive while being aggressive by calling them fat.
right. Like you're
That's not
aggressive at
passive
any
aggression.
time.
That he can call that something else, but when I'm talking about passive aggression, I'm talking about the aggression itself, the emotion of the aggression. Nobody could argue that this is passive.
No, it's not passive. It was
It's
literally
a
just a
dumb little
phrase.
semantic argument that has nothing to do with me or my aggression. If anything, he's trying to form content. Like he saw
He
an
just
opportunity
did.
to like spin out some drama over
Then you're
nothing.
giving it to him, though,
I
Jeff.
tried to
But you're
tell you
giving
40
it to
minutes
him.
ago.
I'm giving it to my
You're
audience
giving it
because I'm
to him.
trying to get this as transparent as possible so people can see
Well,
what's going on.
you know what I'd say? Fuck it and just keep on moving. Fuck it and just keep on moving.
Well, I'm willing to do that too. I am responding to things other people are asking me or are saying. If people want to never talk about this again and move on, I could do that too. But then they have
Waves
to
in
stop
that
asking me
locker.
questions or talking about it themselves because then I'm looking like the person that's not moving on when it's the group that's also contributing to where we are.
Well, I'm going to hit the chat, but I know it's your channel. I would just suggest you've set your ground rules with him there, and that's up to you whether you want to give him another chance to get up or not us. So you don't,
Yeah,
you got to do what's best for you. Yeah,
I don't.
that's all. All right. Well, good afternoon, guys. Taco Tuesday. Thanks for letting me on,
Taco
Jeff.
Tuesday.
I'll be in the chat.
Tuesday.
All right. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Abe. Appreciate it.
Go eat yourself a taco, sir.
Oh wow, this is can you flash your cam in the back so I can make sure it's you? We have a surprise guest. Maybe they have to cam up. All right. In the meantime, I hate being misperceived. I hate when people have. I don't care if strangers that don't care about me have false notions of me or who I am, but people that I interact with, that I'm trying to form community with, I hate it when people get me wrong. I've always reacted to being misperceived because my family did it to me growing up the whole time. They never got me right. They always thought I was doing something that I wasn't or involved in something I wasn't, and I fight very hard to be seen as accurately as possible.
Okay, Jeff, how about this? Would you say that that comment about Cynthia earlier is the most passive aggressive that you've probably ever been?
That's not passive aggression. I'm trying to educate. I don't want people walking away from this stream just because Flo thinks that saying something that way is an example of passive aggression, that's actually what passive aggression is. Because when they encounter passive aggression in their real life, it's not going to look like that one little sentence.
Well, I'm not.
And so it's like y'all are trying to get me to acknowledge something that I know myself to not be. It feels like a struggle session or gay conversion therapy. I'm
No,
not
it's
fucking
not.
passive aggressive.
That-
Not even a little
Take this
bit.
for instance, real
No,
quick. I got an example.
You're not passive
Say there's
aggressive.
this
That
really
statement
big. Hold
is
on,
kind
the
of,
freak. hold on one second.
It's not like
Say
you
there's
say
a
it like that.
500-pound woman that walks into my store, right? And the buddy from the other cash register walks up to me and he goes, and I go, damn, dude, that I would never call that bitch fat, but something like you in the process of saying you would never do that, you are literally doing what you said you wouldn't do,
Right, but
and
that's not passive aggression. Passive aggression
okay,
is something very specific, and he's trying to make that be passive aggression so he can have this fake fight with me over what it
okay,
is.
so it was
Well, and
pure
I think
aggression out of that comment. Then I'm cool with
so.
that.
Hello, Bex.
Hello, good day,
Hey, Bex.
everyone.
Passive
Good to see you.
aggressively aggressive.
I just want to hop right in and sort of address what I.
Uh-oh. Did you cut out? Or did I cut out?
Can you hear me?
Um,
Yeah.
I think
Hello.
you cut out.
Am I still here? Am I back?
Can
I
you
hear
hear
you.
us?
Can you
I
hear
can
us?
hear you guys. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're back.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to say that I think that the confusion lies in the fact that people aren't understanding that when Jeff used the example that he used about the donuts, people think that if the only way that would be passive aggressive right now is if Jeff was trying to hurt Cynthia right now by using the donut example. That would be passive aggression. The example itself was not passive aggressive unless the desire was to hurt Cynthia with the comment now. So I 100% agree that, people are, and another thing, people always use this word semantic when I think they mean pedantic. But
Both.
but I think that flow state conveyed over here, whether he intentionally meant it or not, exactly what he accused Jeff, exactly what Jeff thinks Cynthia did, right? So, which is to come over here to make content. Whereas I don't think flow state will make the content of something if it happens, and he can predict that he would get kicked off, and he was in the ad hominem thing right off the bat. Right? He was getting to a point of saying that people can be passive and overtly overtly aggressive at the same time. But I don't think it's fair to say to Jeff that he is being passive aggressive with Cynthia. I don't think he was being passive aggressive at all. So anyways,
I'm not a passive aggressive person. If I have a problem with you, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it very quickly, and it's not gonna be passive. And this is what I'm talking, Philip. This is people that want to know reality and be educated, and people that just want to think whatever they think. People can see it as that if they want. I'm just trying to help the people that want a more accurate understanding of it.
Okay, I'm gonna help
Because
people
passive
understand.
aggression is a very specific concept in psychology. And if people go around thinking that any little thing is passive aggression, then they're going to be confused about what passive aggression actually is. But if that's what y'all want to do, I can't do it. I can't stop it.
No, that day you were 100% aggressive. There wasn't no
Daisy, I
passive.
said if you cammed up, you could come on. So quit lying about me. That's the rule. You have to show your face on camera so I know you're not a fucking troll. That's not a new rule around here. So quit trying to make me look like I'm not letting you on for some reason. It's because you're not fucking camming up. It's not because of me. Ken, you can come back up. I'm sorry.
Pedantic.
Well, and
Great
just
word.
to tell Daisy, he won't put you on screen with he just needs you to show him your face.
Because people
not-
impersonate people here. And so I need to see that the name Daisy on the thing matches a female on the camera. This is a rule that's been around for months.
This is why
Because I
love
know
everybody
you,
in the
Flo.
community.
And
Except
StreamYard
Lou.
authenticates the YouTube channels. I don't know Daisy May.
Pedantic, by the way, great word. So there's very often on YouTube.
Thank you, because it
What's
is
up?
more what people are doing when they're arguing them
Ye-
what a word means to them.